Loot from 1000 series. Next video is gonna be 100 kills of the new skilling boss, Gate of Elidinis. Let's take a look. The Gate of Elidinis is a skilling boss found in the underworld, requiring completion of the quest Ode of Devour to access. This is a skilling boss, so normal weapons and armor are not needed. Tank gear is not recommended due to the scaling damage based on one's maximum life points. The goal is to cleanse the gate of its corruption. Want to see more RuneScape related loot, news or guide videos? Make sure to click that subscribe button. As for items and gear, a large portion of the fight is spent mining, so gear to improve mining success is strongly recommended. Best available pickaxe with Honed 6 perk, tag a score hammer for its 10% critical chance increase. Additionally, Quarry Master Aura, Magic Golem outfit, Rock Crushing Crimson, Gargoyle or Lava Titan familiar, Ring of Whispers and Bone Shield are must items I would recommend having while doing this boss. Other items like Enchanted Excalibur, food and mobile perk will help you to survive the damage the boss does to you. Personally, I used this setup as shown on screen, and it was perfect for all 100 kills. Had no troubles doing the boss in this gear, as I used Backyard for most of the times to store statue shards, even though at the end I was fine with Lava Titan. Upon starting the encounter, there is a 15-second charging time, so I recommend gathering some moonstone fragments, like 20 is more than enough for whole fight, and then repairing the shield barrier. That way you're gonna get some crafting and construction experience. There are varying sizes of debris scattered by the boss once the fight starts, with the largest piles being outside of the barrier area. Mining this early is beneficial as they are much faster to process and yield 2 clean statue shards per successful mining action rather than 1, for a total of 8 piles per player at a much faster rate. While collecting statue shards, your job is to avoid any damage, as it would heal the boss and make it harder to complete in 1 or 2 cycles. There is 3 special attacks that you need to be aware of. Begone. The gate will launch a blast of energy towards the player, dealing around 60% of their maximum life points as hard typeless damage if the moonstone barrier was not repaired or you are in front of it. This can be healed easily with food, rot and suffer. The gate will launch bursts of corrupted energy towards the scattered shards across the area, which will charge up and detonate in 9x9 AoE. Getting caught in the blast will deal 20% of the player maximum life points as damage and add 5 stacks of corruptions on them. You need to avoid this attack as much as possible. Children to me. The gate will call for 1 or 2 fallen axe. The axe will increase the gate's corruption while alive, adding approximately 833 corruption and taking 333 damage per tick. Throwing moonstone shards at them will deal 7.5 thousand damage. 2 shards are required to kill them from full HP. The attacks are not random, it all comes in order. You can see the whole rotation right there on the screen and follow it during your kills. So my method to this boss is simple. Gather some of the moonstone after starting the fight and repair the barrier once. Gather from the big ones in front of the barrier, avoiding every mechanic, because if you get hit, you will heal the boss and you won't be able to one cycle it. First big hit I just face tank. Use Excalibur and food in between moving. Don't forget to kill the dog, it doesn't heal much, but it still does. Then, for the second big hit, I use Barricade and mine the remaining ones. If I do it too slow, the third big hit I move to save area behind barrier as it deals only 2k damage. Then, finish mining, use the special ability button, jump the pillars and the kill is done. There's already sweetie methods that you kill in 2 minutes or so, but I personally fine with this method. I talked so much about the mechanics and other stuff that almost forgot why you guys are here. It's for the loot part. 100 kills were done in the first week of the release, so the prices and drop rates can be way different depending on the time you watch this guide. In total managed to get 6 rare drops, including the pet. Got one of the best drops there is money-wise, Memory Dowser. Other drops were mentioned pet, 2 prayer codexes and 2 latent offerings. So overall, I would say I got very lucky with rare drops. Common loot looks really good, as I mainly play Iron Man. 90% of the items are really good for us Iron Mans too. So overall, this is a very good boss to do. As for the final chapter in this video, you all been waiting for the results. 100 kills took me more than 5 hours to do. 1 kill on average is about 3 minutes, plus banking, so overall about 20 kills per hour at max. Doing my method experience is quite nice here too, even though mining is prioritized here, but most experience per hour you get here doing divination. As you can see, up to 145,000 experience per hour. Other skills are agility, construction and crafting. Those get way less experience per hour, but still adds up in the long run. So in total you should expect up to 210,000 experience per hour, combining all skills. Seems quite low, but you're killing this boss not for the experience. You want that precious loot. And talking about loot, in total I managed to snag 6 rare drops. 5 of those are tradable. The loot chest shows 251 million GP value. But it's not true. Some of the items sell for less, some of them are way higher than it shows here. So let's break it down. Common loot worth from 100 kills is around 50 million GP. So without any rare drop it would be around 9 million GP per hour. Overall it's not that bad, as you don't spend huge amount of money for gear repairs and potions you do with combat bosses. Don't forget that any additional rare would increase the profit significantly. As for rares in my case, at the moment I make this guide, total worth of everything before selling is around 570 million GP. Yes, you heard that right. I got lucky with the most expensive drop, making it like 110 million GP per hour method, but it's only because I got the rare offhand. You're not guaranteed getting any rares in 100 kills, as I saw people getting no drops in 200 kills many times. So overall, it's a very repetitive skilling boss, where you do the same rotation every time, and after many hours, it gets really boring, especially if you get no rare drops, in exchange for some experience and decent loot. What do you guys think about this boss? Is it good? Leave a comment below and have a chat. As for this one, I'm out. See ya, Escapers.